Eastern Great Lakes, pretty good snow, as a matter of fact, coming right off that old lake effect stuff across Lake Michigan, then lakes in Ontario and Erie, and moving right across into western parts of New York and northwestern Pennsylvania. 32 at Toronto, 38 at Pittsburgh, 34 at Chicago and Detroit, 28 at Green Bay. 41 at New York City, 47 at Washington, D.C. Quick look out west. They are still getting rain out around California, but it looks like by tomorrow afternoon that should ease up for those people. Here's a look at our forecast. Mostly nice. Fog's going to develop overnight. Inland about 58. The coast 66 degrees. Then during the day tomorrow, plenty of sunlight. Beach breeze about 80 degrees. Those of you with allergies, it stays the same. Mold's low, pollen's high, and the worst is oak pollen. Now looking ahead, Thursday, warm sun, maybe an afternoon shower on Friday. Look at that, 82 degrees Thursday and Friday. 81 Saturday with a shower chance. Best chance of rain on Sunday. Have a good one.
Thank you, Bob. In tonight's Consumer Alert, thousands of you are set to get a note in the mail warning identity. What we all need to know. Al.
Hey, Elliot, this could end up being the largest identity theft case in U.S. history. And for the first time, we're hearing about the number of potential victims right here in Florida. ChoicePoint, America's largest data collection business, with 19 billion public records, pay by credit card or apply for any kind of credit, and the Atlanta-based company keeps a copy of your most personal data. And now it says the personal records of some 10,000 Florida consumers may have been stolen by data thieves like Olatunji Oluwatosin, a Nigerian immigrant living in California. He now faces federal charges in connection with this growing investigation. And it's feared that more than 100,000 victims across the country may have had their personal data stolen without even knowing about it.
I want other people to know about it so they're more careful.
Florida ranks as one of the top states in the country for identity theft. For years, I've been telling you about local victims like Broward's Britt Hiltz, who had her driver's license cloned by a woman using the same kind of data ChoicePoint had in its stolen records.
Well, I'm scared that I'm going to be liable for something serious, more serious than cashing checks that I didn't even do.
Some lawmakers now say that ChoicePoint theft shows some big database operators may still not be doing enough to protect our privacy. Senator Bill Nelson says next week in Washington, he'll look into drafting new regulations to better protect our privacy, including possible criminal charges against database operators.
I think there ought to be criminal penalties, severe fines. We have got to stop these data collection companies from releasing this information, either purposely or inadvertently. We cannot allow Americans to live in a land of Big Brother is always watching you, where each of us have no privacy.
Okay, to learn if your data may have been stolen from ChoicePoint and how to protect yourself from the ID thieves, just log on to our CBS4news.com website for all the information. ChoicePoint, well, it's now starting to notify local victims. Its warnings will start showing up in mailboxes by the end of the week. Now, whether you're a victim of this latest ID scam or not, remember, check your credit report at least once a year, if not more frequently, to spot any suspicious activity in your accounts. I'm Al Sunshine, CBS 4 News.
There's a break in the case of a BB gun shooting spree. Tonight, police say they've arrested vandals who damaged dozens of vehicles across several South Florida communities.
That's a story we broke first on 4. We'll be right back.
Ask not what you can do for Kia. Ask what Kia can do for you. It's Kia's President's Day sales event. Get great deals on all new Kias, like cash back on vehicles like Sorento and Optima, or up to $2,500 cash back on Sedona, all backed by our 10-year warranty. The savings have been passed to a new generation. Get up to $2,500 cash back at Kia's President's Day sales event. Visit your Dade, Broward, and Monroe County Kia retailers. Hurry, offer ends soon.
An easy way to experiment with color before you paint? Benjamin Moore calls them color samples. I call them color selection simplified. With 260 designer colors, it was easy to go from here to my wall, where I could see each color big as life, day and night. Color samples are available only at your local Benjamin Moore store, where you get the expert advice and personalized attention you can't get at a warehouse home center. Thanks to Benjamin Moore, I found the perfect color.
Color samples, only at your local Benjamin Moore store.
How does one achieve a position of power? You power up to make a power move. You put on a power suit with a power tie. And then, when you become a power broker, a real powerhouse, then you experience both the power and the presence. DeVille, breakthrough. Visit your South Florida Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer. Residency restrictions apply.
New at 6, surveillance tape. Prosecutors say shows a police officer trying to commit a crime. Only on 4. Plus a car salesman taken for a ride by a driver who wanted to take a test drive by himself. New at 6.
Well, you may remember this one, maybe not Joy because you're so young, but it was a comedy classic involving a single divorced mother raising 2 teenage daughters.
I'll take that as a compliment. No, I don't. The cast of the hit show One Day at a Time is preparing for a reunion in a CBS special tonight. CBS 4's Jade Alexander here now with a preview. Jade, do you remember?
Yes, I do. And Elliot, it's specials like these that explain the grays that you and I have in our hair. Can you believe it's been 20 years since their last season? The entire cast is getting together tonight to reminisce about the good old days at a time.
Oh, well, you see, it's different. She's a divorcee.
Just, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, everybody says divorcees are, hot to try.
It was that kind of over-the-top topics back in 1975 that made One Day at a Time a huge CBS ratings hit. Bonnie Franklin played the modern mom raising 2 teenage girls, played by Mackenzie Phillips and Valerie Bertinelli.
Everything is hip, hip, hooray, because the juvenile jerk made the basketball team.
Who are you calling a jerk? Jerk?
I'm calling you a jerk, jerk.
Valerie and I were 15 when we started One Day at a Time.
So go figure.
So yeah, you can do the math. But I mean, in some ways it seems like a really long time ago, and in other ways it seems like yesterday.
It's really amazing since I still figure that I'm, 36.
I mean, you're a woman who went out into the world with nothing, without any career skills, and she made a career for herself at middle age.
Middle-aged herself today, Bertinelli was unaware how one-of-a-kind, one day at a time really was.
Oh, if sex is any better than this, I won't be able to stand it. I think I'm sick.
You want to lie down?
I really didn't get how groundbreaking the show was at the time.
The original cast had reservations about making a reunion, but it wasn't because they wanted to leave the past behind.
You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm so sick of being, related to this show that I did for some. I'm like, what is the matter with you? That's why anybody even knows your name. That's why you even work today.
Still love that show. The One Day at a Time reunion special airs tonight right here on CBS 4 beginning at 9. Jade Alexander, CBS 4 News.
By the way, Joy remembers it now. Okay. The news at 6 o'clock is next. Rob Hanrahan is here with a preview for us. Rob.
Elliot, I grew up with that show, too. Same deal. Coming up in just a few minutes on CBS 4 News at 6, a South Florida cop caught on surveillance tape counting money during an alleged drug deal. It's a story you'll see only on 4. A convenience store clerk killed in cold blood, gunned down by robbers. Tonight, a family heartbroken by the tragedy. And then a dangerous test drive for a local car salesman when a potential buyer pulls a fast one and takes off. Plus a $2.5 million South Florida toll plaza and critics who say the money could have been better spent. Details on these stories and much more ahead on CBS 4 News at 6. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
This egg has been judged America's best tasting egg. It's Eggland's Best.
Eggland's Best are nutritionally superior, and they're farm fresh.
They taste great.
They're really special.
Try Eggland's Best.
The largest trunk in its class. Another reason why the Mercury Grand Marquis is the best value in its class. Get up to $5,500 cash back or 0% APR for 36 months on Grand Marquis at your Lincoln Mercury dealer now.
Breaking news. Weather. Traffic. Get smart solutions 24/7 on Herald.com.
I have a bad back.
Fortunately, my prescription medication helps control the pain. It's in pill form, and sometimes I take pills several times a day. I heard about a research study testing a new method for delivering pain medication, and you only use it once a week instead of every day.
If you have back pain and sometimes take prescription pain medication 2 or more times per day, you may qualify for this study and receive office visits and investigational study medication. Call 1-800-STUDY-44 now to learn more.
A once-a-week medication for back pain? I'm calling 1-800-STUDY-44 to learn more.
All new, the world's largest tumor. It left me speechless. The skater who crashed to the ice. An update. Now this is reality TV. Next Oprah.
Tomorrow at 4.
Want to know my secret to get my family to eat healthy?
Grandma,
My secret's Eggland's Best Eggs.
they taste great.
And they're also good for you. Make my secret your secret. Try Farm Fresh Eggland's Best Eggs.
Now the answer to tonight's Black History Month trivia question. Beverly Johnson was the first African-American woman to appear on the cover of a major fashion magazine. She appeared on the cover of Vogue back in 1974, and since then, she's been on the cover of more than 500 magazines.
And that's going to do it for CBS 4 News at 5:30. Thanks for watching.
CBS 4 News at 6 with Rob Hanrahan and Maggie Rodriguez starts right now.
Now, live. This is CBS 4 News at 6.
First at 6, an on-duty cop in his uniform and on camera taking money during an alleged drug sting. This is a story you'll see only on 4. Tonight, that Miami police officer is on trial facing a slew of charges.
CBS 4's Ileana Varela is live at the courthouse in Miami tonight with our exclusive. Ileana?
Well, he is now a former Miami police officer. Weber Celestine resigned after his arrest. He is accused of ripping off drug dealers, but they weren't really drug dealers. They were undercover drug agents. Prosecutors claim Miami police officer Weber Celestine is a crooked cop, busted after only 3 years on the job for allegedly stealing from drug dealers. And they have a potentially lethal piece of evidence, an undercover videotape that allegedly caught him in the act. It shows the officer wearing his badge and gun belt stop a vehicle, open the back door, and go inside to remove a McDonald's bag with $22,000 in cash inside. The money supposedly belonged to drug dealers, but they were really undercover agents who had set up the sting. Jurors also listened to an audio recording of Celestine allegedly counting the money at his home while his wife, who is also a Miami police officer, was in another room. She has not been implicated in the case and remains on the force. Now, Celestine was arrested after another sting in November of 2000, in which an undercover Florida Department of Law Enforcement agent posed as a drug dealer willing to sell 3 kilos of cocaine for $60,000. Prosecutors contend that Celestine arranged to steal both the money and the drugs. So far, we've only heard the prosecution side of the story. We should hear the other side tomorrow when Celestine is expected to take the stand in his defense. At the Metro Justice Building, Ileana Varela, CBS 4 News.
We continue to follow developing news in Cutler Ridge, where a child has been hit by a car. CBS 4's Beatrice Canals is live at the breaking news desk with the latest. Beatrice.
Maggie, the scene is 184th Street and Southwest 97th Avenue in Southwest Miami-Dade. An active scene there. Police are investigating to figure out exactly what happened, but tonight we have more information. A 10-year-old boy we know was apparently exiting that school bus you see there to the right of your screen. At the same time, a black Ford Expedition did not yield for that bus when it was at a complete stop and ran over that child, stopping 30 feet after hitting the child. The child had to be air rescued to Miami Children's Hospital. Trauma alert. We don't know the exact condition of that child. We do know that officers right now are talking to the bus driver, the driver of that SUV, trying to figure out whether or not they will be charging the driver of that SUV that struck the child. But again, a 10-year-old boy rushed over to Miami Children's Hospital after being hit while he was trying to exit his school bus. We'll continue to follow this story for you. You can bet we'll have more throughout the evening. At the breaking news desk, Beatrice Canals, CBS 4 News.
Now a convenience store clerk gunned down at work. 2 robbers on the run, and a South Florida family shattered by the shooting.
There's no point in killing another human being just for money.
Tonight, a clerk who did the right thing during a robbery is killed on the job.
And tonight, police are searching for the 2 masked gunmen.
But that's of little comfort to this heartbroken family. CBS 4's Leave Davalos is live in Southwest Miami-Dade. Leave?
Well, police released a surveillance tape that shows Gurdeep Saluja appearing to do what the robbers told him to do, with putting his hands up. but they killed him anyway. And it's for this reason that his family believes the shooting was spurred by hate. In an instant, Sukhbir Saluja became a widow and her two sons fatherless, the aftermath of a senseless crime. Now Gurdeep Saluja's family members are asking if this could be a hate crime.
Really very prejudiced and racist that they killed a person even though they didn't get any money.
Why and how this could happen. I mean, I only have three possibilities in my head: that it was hate, it was anger out of not getting what they wanted, which was probably they've been casing this place out and wanted to get a lot of money and they didn't, or they were on drugs.
The 42-year-old father of two was getting ready to close this Marathon gas station at 11 o'clock Monday night when, as the surveillance tape shows, two armed and hooded men wearing masks came running in. They rifle through the counter as Saluja, with his hands up, appears to do as he's told, up until the moment he is shot.
During the course of the robbery, one of those people shot him for no reason, without any provocation, just cold-bloodedly murdered him.
The cold-blooded killing made even more vile as the suspects hang around a while longer, then simply walk out. Police say they left empty-handed.
It is so ridiculous to us what happened that it sickens us that humanity could be this way.
Relatives say Singh, who brought his family from India 8 years ago, worked 2 jobs, 6 days a week. In the mornings, he worked at a warehouse. At night, he worked at the gas station. Sunday was his only day of rest. And as a devoted Sikh, he spent many hours at the temple. Now relatives cannot understand why such violence would befall such a peaceful man who was a vegetarian because he didn't want animals to die.
If it is a hate crime, I hope that the feds are involved, and I hope it doesn't go unpunished. I hope it doesn't happen again.
If you know anything about this crime, you're asked to call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at number 305-471-TIPS. There is a $3,000 reward, and remember, you may remain anonymous. In the meantime, family members are working hard to bring Gurdeep's parents here from India so they can say their final goodbyes to their son. We're live in Southwest Miami-Dade. Lee Davalos, CBS 4 News.
A scare in midair today during an American Airlines flight when the plane's windshield cracks. You can see the cracks on the window there where the first officer sits. The plane, packed with nearly 200 people, was on its way to Dallas from San Juan, Puerto Rico, when it was detoured to Miami International Airport. Passengers were put on another plane and continued their flight.
A judge entered a not guilty plea for Broward Sheriff's Office Detective Christian Zapata today. The 35-year-old is charged with 14 felony counts of official misconduct for allegedly falsifying reports to help improve Broward County's crime rates. Zapata is one of the first detectives charged in the crime clearance investigation. About 50 people showed up in support of Zapata inside and outside the courthouse. Many of them are police officers or deputies.
The man accused of stalking Anna Kournikova says he's innocent. 40-year-old William LaPesca entered his plea this morning in a Miami courtroom. Police say LaPesca swam across Biscayne Bay naked, trying to find the tennis star's home on Sunset Island. LaPesca was arrested on someone else's property. He's now being held on $250,000 bail.
A would-be car thief takes a salesman for a ride, a trip that eventually landed him in jail. The salesman says this guy pulled a fast one, taking off in an SUV during a test drive. CBS 4's Jawan Strader is live at the dealership in Miami Gardens tonight with our story. Jawan.
Yeah, Rob, I tell you, it was quite a ride when a suspect took this $45,000 SUV on a joyride. The salesman says he will never forget. 25-year-old Carlito Tyne caught and arrested by Miramar cops. They say he took this 2004 Infiniti QX56 from the Warren Henry Infiniti dealership in Miami Gardens. Salesman Herb Bradshaw thought the suspect was about to test drive the SUV.
As I went to go here, he took off. That's when I just like grabbed onto the car and he just jerked it away from me. He was gone.
Bradshaw quickly called his dealership. They called the cops, and they had a key clue. The suspect took a page out of the dumb criminals file and left behind a copy of his driver's license with his home address. A short time later, cops nab him and get the SUV, a relief for the salesman.
I'm only working trying to make a living, you know. I was nice enough to let you drive the vehicle. Why do that to me? If you just wanted to drive it, fine. There was no problem. You didn't have to take it from me and humiliate me.
But in the end, it looks like Bradshaw is the one laughing at this crook who led cops right to him. A wild ride this salesman says he will never forget.
Thank God nobody got hurt. That's the bottom line. And we got the car back, safe and sound. I'll just be more careful next time, that's all.
And he sure will. He says this is the first time anything like this has ever happened to him in 30 years in this business. Reporting live from Miami Gardens, Juwan Strader, CBS 4 News.
The life and death decision regarding Terry Schiavo is on hold again tonight. A judge ruled today that Michael Schiavo, her husband, could have her feeding tube removed. But 1 hour later, another judge halted that order pending an emergency hearing tomorrow. Schiavo's attorney says it's not what Terry would want, but her parents are relieved.
We are begging and pleading with the legislators and Governor Bush to save Terry from being murdered in cold blood.
This case is about Terry Schiavo's wishes. Her wishes not to be force-fed against her will.
Terry Schiavo fell into a vegetative state 15 years ago, shortly after the legal wrangling began. Earlier this year, the U.S. Supreme Court refused to intervene. Keep it here on CBS 4 for the latest on the Schiavo case. CBS 4's Ted Scouten is the only South Florida reporter in Clearwater. You can see his reports all week.
We continue to follow developing news in Cutler Ridge, where a 10-year-old boy has been hit by an SUV. Police say the child was getting off his school bus on Eureka Drive and Southwest 97th Avenue when a SUV did not yield for that bus and ran over the boy. Here are the pictures now. You can see the intersection there. The child was rushed to the hospital as officials investigate. We have a crew on the way to that scene. We'll bring you the very latest as it develops.
Up next, a break in the case of a BB gun shooting spree that left a trail of shattered car windows through several South Florida cities. We're live with the latest in a story we broke first on 4.
And then millions of dollars in toll money used to build an extravagant toll plaza leading into a wealthy South Florida community. But what about the struggling community on the other side of the bridge?
Brian Norcross here in Weather Control. It's beginning to feel a little bit like summer out there as the humidity is going up. We have changes coming for the weekend. I'll have all that for you as we continue this afternoon on CBS 4 News at 6.
What if your spouse said this?
Honey, I'm gay.
Go inside Private Lives to hear dramatic personal stories. When Beatrice Canals asks the question, is your spouse gay? Tonight at 11 on CBS 4 News.
All new, the world's largest tumor. It left me speechless. The skater who crashed to the ice. An update. Now this is reality TV. Next, Oprah.
Tomorrow at 4.
Only a champion can defeat the Blue Monster. So come see the pros battle it out at the Ford Championship at Doral. And to celebrate, your South Florida Ford dealers will crown you with a new car and new clubs. Lease the all-new Ford Freestyle or 500 for only $299 a month. Plus, get $1,000 of your choice of Callaway golf gear. New cars to fit your lifestyle. New clubs to fit your game. $299 a month plus $1,000 in Callaway gear.
Don't miss this offer. Drive to your South Florida Ford dealer today.
Move Free gives your knees what aspirin can't. Over time, cartilage wears down. Aspirin provides temporary pain relief but does nothing to nourish your joints. Move Free actually nourishes, lubricates, cushions, and strengthens joints, so your hard-working knees can keep working hard.
Give your joints what aspirin can't. Move Free, now with joint fluid.
Do you want affordable and safe medications delivered right to your door? Introducing the Mercy Hospital Freedom Program, the nation's most affordable, FDA-approved medications from the USA, with up to a 60% savings off retail pricing. Freedom from unknown foreign medications. Freedom from high cost. Freedom from long lines at the pharmacy. The Mercy Hospital Freedom Program. Call today and compare.
We've got breaking news right now coming from the Pembroke Park area. An abandoned baby has apparently been found. Let's get right to Jennifer Santiago with the very latest at the breaking news desk.
Oh, Rob, the baby was found in the Pembroke Park area. What you're looking at right now is pictures from Hollywood over Memorial Regional Hospital. That fire rescue truck that you see there to your left was actually the truck where the baby was taken in and eventually taken to the hospital just moments ago. The baby was found abandoned at the 5100 block of Southwest 41st Street. We don't have an age, we don't have a sex, we don't have the condition either, but the baby is now in that hospital, and we have a crew headed to the scene right now, so once we get more information, we'll of course let you know. That's the latest from the breaking news desk. Jennifer Santiago. Santiago, CBS 4 News.
Now, police arrest 3 men accused of shooting out hundreds of car windows. It's a story we broke, first on 4. Dozens of South Florida drivers have had their windows blown out by BB guns.
And tonight, police say the 3 have confessed to the drug-induced shooting spree. CBS 4's Evan Bacon is at the Broward Sheriff's Office with more on this story. Evan?
And Rob, that is a big relief to all the victims. Many are wondering why so many vandalisms, yet so few witnesses. Well, detectives tell us that's because all the crimes occurred late at night when people were indoors or asleep. 3 suspects, as many as 300 crimes. Broward Sheriff's deputies say 18-year-old James Davis, 19-year-old Ryan Smith, and 20-year-old Peter Musso are the vandals who shot out the windows of vehicles all over Broward County.
This is apparently a drug-induced crime spree. They have admitted to being under the influence of narcotics during their crime spree.
For 2 nights on February 10th and 14th, deputies say the trio cruised around Oakland Park, Tamarack, Coral Springs, and Deerfield Beach, targeting primarily minivans and SUVs.
They were high, they were under the influence of narcotics, got in their car and would drive around the county sort of enjoying themselves, getting a kick out of pelting cars with BB guns.
But their luck ran out when a witness spotted them blowing out a window and called BSO.
6 cities. Man.
Deputies say the 3 men confessed to 79 vandalisms, but they've only been charged with 9 so far. Detectives are confident they'll tie them to dozens more. And all 3 suspects are out of jail on bail right now. They face multiple charges of criminal mischief. We're live in Fort Lauderdale. Evan Bacon, CBS 4 News.
Evan, thank you. Weather is next.
We'll be right back.
I have a family, I have a remarkable family. It's very, very supportive. But in the law, I have a wonderful family. I have some partners who are dedicated to making a difference. They're prepared to work hard. It's not just about money anymore. It's about hard work. It's about trying to make a difference. It's about us trying to do things that were never done before. And we believe that we can make that kind of a difference in society.
Call the Cochran Firm Miami at 1-800-LAW-HELP.
The road to perfection is not on any map. It cannot be found in a road atlas. To get there, you set your speed at impossible. And never take your foot off the accelerator. The ES, refined with a passion. At your South Florida Lexus dealer.
It's the Ross Swimsuit Spectacular. Now's your chance to make a splash in the latest styles in swimwear.
By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea.
With all these suits priced at just $14.99 to $19.99, this event's a real lifesaver.
By the seaside, by the beautiful sea.
Don't miss the Ross Swimsuit Spectacular.
At Broward General Medical Center, treating you as an individual is the single most important thing we do. Our top-rated healthcare professionals understand and listen. State-of-the-art facilities and technology. We are the Heart Center of Excellence, the Comprehensive Cancer Center, and the Chris Everett Children's Hospital, all found right here. Broward General Medical Center of Fort Lauderdale, Florida's finest healthcare.
For Your Health is sponsored by the new Broward General Medical Center, where you'll find passion for life, compassion for people.
If you see news in the making, dial star CBS 4 on your T-Mobile cellular phone.
Updating developing news in Pembroke Park, where a baby was found abandoned. Let's go back to Jennifer Santiago with the breaking news desk. Jen?
Well, Maggie, we told you moments ago that baby was taken to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood. What you're looking at now are live pictures from the area where the child was found abandoned. This appears to be an apartment complex at the 5100 block of Southwest 41st Street. This is where the child was found. You'll notice there's a BSO rescue unit, an engine, and plenty of squad cars around as they continue to gather evidence. We don't know the condition of the child. We don't know the circumstances circumstances in which the child was found. All we know is this child was abandoned, and we do have a crew on the way to get more information so we can bring it your way. That is the latest from the breaking news desk. Jennifer Santiago, CBS 4 News.
Time for weather now. Brian Norcross is here. I've got company in from up north, and they are enjoying it.
I would think it picked a good week to be here. Head on off to the beach. It's going to be nice the next few days, but the weekend, well, more on that in a second. Okay, here you go outside. 73 here at Weather Control in West Dade. It's 73 Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, and 74 Key West. The stickiness scale is only 1.5, but boy, you could feel it out there today as the humidity is coming up just a little bit. No rain here. Now, let's go out to Southern California first because they are just now getting another extremely strong band of rain. Watch us go into motion here, and look at this thing pinwheeling in. There's a big storm sitting offshore, and it's going to sit there until Thursday. This is going to end out there on Thursday, but this could be a very, very bad night there in the southern half of the state of California. In our part of the world, there's a cold front up to our north, separating cool air there over northern Georgia and the Carolinas, but not too terribly cold. And then, of course, the warm air and the increasingly humid air down our way because the wind is coming in from the south and southeast, so it's just bringing some of that humidity up from the tropics. But tomorrow, lots of blue sky on the True View, nice and warm, and just a light breeze. It's going to be another nice day like it was today, so another great beach day tomorrow, and the same situation on Thursday. The front will be well to the north. We get a light southerly wind, so again, a little more humidity and plenty of sunshine. It's going to be kind of warm, I think. Temperatures in the 80s. And then as we get to Friday, the front comes close, moisture increases some, mixture of sun and clouds, a few more clouds on Friday, still warm and humid, and a slight chance of a shower. And then over the weekend, a disturbance or two will come along, and shower chances will increase. Looks like Sunday, the most likely for the rain right now. Okay, here's the forecast then for tonight. Mostly nice, fog developing overnight, 58 to 66 will be the range across town. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, and just a light breeze at the beach, up to 80. It's going to feel warm in the inland sections. Southeast winds light about 10 knots. And looking ahead through the weekend, there's the warm sunshine. Then the shower chances begin to increase Friday, Saturday, and most likely, looks like now on Sunday. But look at that, temperatures staying warm. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Brian. It's been a few years since the Venetian Causeway was rebuilt for $16 million. Well, now another $2 million is being spent on a toll booth that's about to open.
Some critics want to know why some of that money isn't going to poorer neighborhoods with greater needs. Here's CBS 4's Lori Stein.
If you haven't been out to the Venetian Causeway lately, you're in for a big surprise. This brand new toll plaza looks like nothing you have ever seen before. But not everyone's impressed.
If you've ever been through the Venetian Toll Plaza, you probably remember it looking like this. Now, after 2 years of construction and $2.3 million, it has been completely transformed into a Mediterranean-style masterpiece. Miami urban planner Peter Muller says it is one of a kind.
I can't think of a single toll booth anywhere in the country where anybody has really gone to any pains to make the toll booth look like something important.
The plaza has 4 wide, dramatic, imposing archways above. And if you look quickly at the building next door, you might think you're looking at some sort of Miami Beach mansion.
The plaza leads to some of the most expensive real estate in South Florida, and residents here are proud of it.
It has the profile of the old bridge from the 1920s. The Venetian Causeway. It is stunning.
But not everyone feels that way. Just a stone's throw away from the plaza here in Overtown live some of South Florida's poorest residents. They are literally living on the wrong side of the bridge.
$2.5 million, that's a lot of money.
Maria's been living in Overtown for several years, and although she thinks the new plaza is beautiful, she feels she's paying the price without reaping any benefits.
It's beautiful, but I think they're spending way too much on the structure. Give it to the community. Look at the poor people and give them something.
The plaza is funded with county money collected from the Rickenbacker and Venetian toll booths. Together they make over $7 million a year. When the Venetian toll plaza needed an overhaul, money was specifically earmarked for a new toll plaza. Local politicians say their hands are tied because state laws require toll booth collections be used only for roadway projects.
People don't understand it.
Barbara Carey Schuler is a Miami-Dade commissioner whose district includes Overtown and the 80-year-old historic causeway.
As the state statute is now, we could not take that money from the tolls and do anything else with any other community.
It's a cruel reminder sometimes, each time you go by there, how the other half lives.
Professor Muller says he sees the same situation in communities across the country where state statute restricts where toll money goes.
It's not unique to Florida. It's not unique to the county. It's something that is unfortunately a tradition in urban America, and that needs a major overhaul.
But industry and government officials alike that we spoke to say the laws on public toll money won't be changed anytime soon to help poor neighborhoods nearby.
I don't know what to say. What can I tell you? They really should give some of that excess money for the kids, maybe.
Construction here is almost finished on the $2.3 million plaza, and the grand opening is scheduled for April. Lori Stein, CBS 4 News.
Sports is next.
We'll be right back.
A CSI Chubby Chaser murder, next ET, death at a fat convention, plus a Desperate Housewife exclusive, Marcia Cross's gay magazine cover, and Barry Manilow. Next ET.
Weeknights at 7 on CBS 4.
An easy way to experiment with color before you paint? Benjamin Moore calls them color samples. I call them color selection simplified. With 260 designer colors, it was easy to go from here to my wall, where I could see each color big as life, day and night. Color samples are available only at your local Benjamin Moore store, where you get the expert advice and personalized attention you can't get at a warehouse home center. Thanks to Benjamin Moore, I found the perfect color.
Color samples, only at your local Benjamin Moore store.
A 2005 Consumer Guide Best Buy. It's all here in black and white. Cadillac CTS. Breakthrough. Visit your South Florida Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer. Residency restrictions apply.
Mom, where's my science project? What? My solar system. On the table.
Good thing you got that free day at Disney coming. Disney's new 3-day Play Pass for Florida residents. Get 3 days for the price of 2.
Mango?
Mom!
Avalanche. See firsthand why more and more skiers are getting caught and killed, and what one state is doing about it. Tonight on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather, right after CBS 4 News, so stay with us.
Closed captioning sponsored by City Furniture, now offering same-day delivery 7 days a week.
Jim Barry's here now with some sad news about a young man who was a great athlete.
Really a stunner. I remember his kicks and also his cookies. Had a great product. Yeah, Reggie Roby had a big leg and a warm heart. The Finns' former punter is dead at the age of 43. Roby is discovered unconscious by his wife at their Nashville, Tennessee home. Cause of death? Unknown. In 10 Dolphin seasons, Roby's booming punts earned him 3 Pro Bowl trips.
His ability to kick the ball was amazing. He spent a lot of time with me by myself, one-on-one, helped me get used to catching NFL punts. And just one of those nice guys that, that you rarely come across.
Indeed. Well, in spring training, the new-look Marlins all hit the diamond, and simply put, they are geeked about this season. Kim Bocamper has more from Jupiter.
The 2005 edition of the Marlins get an early start on day one. Now, no surprise that all the attention is on newcomer Carlos Delgado, and why not? Fans come out in droves to see Carlos. Meanwhile, Miguel Cabrera is in mid-season form. He is just ripping the cover off the ball in just day one. Now, excitement, anticipation, expectation. There is certainly a whole lot of buzz surrounding this baseball team.
First day of spring training is always great. I mean, you sit at home for four months, and then you look forward to come back and, get things rolling. So I guess, you had a little adrenaline pumping, and, you got a little jump in your steps.
Now, while no one will mention World Series, they are talking postseason in the Marlin clubhouse, and that seems like that is going to be the tone throughout this entire spring training. From Jupiter, I'm Kim Bocamper. Let's go back to the studio.
All right, Bo. Well, in Arizona, Giant slugger Barry Bonds is greeted with a ton of questions. Did he use steroids by accident or on purpose? Jose Canseco says Bonds juiced up for sure. Bonds' reply?
I don't know Jose. You know, I was better than Jose then, and I've been better than Jose his whole career. So I don't have anything to talk about Jose. If he wants to make money, go make money.
But did he directly answer the questions about his own steroid use? No.
No.
Sure.
All right, Jim, thanks.
We'll be right back.
Willie and Mia's son, what he thinks about his father marrying his adopted sister. Then Fabio out of hiding and riding with the Insider. Plus, born with AIDS and orphan, the interview every parent should see. Next Insider.
Tonight at 7:30 on CBS 4.
Nissan introduced 10 bold, powerful cars and trucks. What's next? Nissan's Drive to a Million sales event. We're out to break a record, so you get to save. Like 1% financing or $1,500 cash back on the stylish, powerful Nissan Altima. See your Nissan dealer now. We're in a Drive to a Million, so you get to drive a Nissan and save.
All gasolines are not the same. Only Amoco Ultimate is crystal clear. Ultimate's unique formula provides better acceleration and less hesitation than other premium fuels. The choice is clear. More performance, less pollution. Amoco Ultimate at BP.
Introducing the all-new, totally redesigned 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee. With a smoother ride, new style, and 330 horsepower, it's beautiful on and off the road. Like you, it always returns to its roots, and it never forgets its heritage. The off-road legend continues on road.
Now during Zero Plus, get 0% financing plus February bonus cash for a total savings of up to $4,700 on Grand Cherokee.
Words just can't describe it. There's nothing like driving a new BMW from South BMW. Now, Miami-Dade's BMW leader gets you behind the wheel with savings you've never seen before. New South 2005 BMW 325i sedans with automatic. Only $299 a month. $299 a month. Words just can't describe it. You have to see it to believe it. Save now at South BMW, Miami-Dade County's BMW leader on US 1 just south of the falls. Be smart. Drive south.
CBS Tonight. A campsite becomes a murder scene for NCIS.
Cause of death? Shocking. He said he was filming.
He was obsessed with the camera.
On the camcorder!
And what they find is more than meets the eye.
The following program has been edited for time and content. It may not be appropriate for younger viewers.
Abby.
This movie comes with an alternate ending.
This is better than cable.
It's an investigation that's no picnic.
Crawling around all this poison ivy. Leaves of 3, let them be.
New NCIS, CBS Tonight.
Updating developing news for you. We'll take you to the scene of 5100 Southwest 41st Street in Pembroke Park, where paramedics and police are on scene after a baby was found abandoned there. The baby has since been rushed to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood. No word on his condition or the circumstances surrounding his disappearance.
Of course, the latest on that story coming up on CBS 4 News tonight at 11 o'clock. But that's your 6 o'clock news. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here for CBS 4 News tonight. Now it's time for the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather. Good night.